What's up, ecosystem? Rise and shine and get your booties on because it's cold outside. That's right. Today is Groundhog's Day. We're so excited. It's Thursday. It's February 2nd, 2023, and it's noontime Central Time. That means it's time for Dispatching Live. We're going to look at the load boards. Mic check 1, 2, 3. Let me check these levels. Go ahead and jump in the live chat while I do that. Say hello. Do you have a route scout? Do you have a question? Do you have a gripe? Is there something you want to say? This is Auto Transport, and you can say it on Dispatching Live. We want you. Just come out with it. Okay? Is there a narrative that's not working? Is there a business relationship that's not working? Is there an app that's not working? I don't know what it is. Tell us what it is. Actually, we have some ideas, and we're gonna spend the next 90 minutes together. So I hope you're ready. Please do leave a like. You can click share. You can click copy. You can grab that YouTube link and send it to somebody that needs to know. You know, maybe they don't want to listen. That's fine. That's okay. We're still going to do the show anyways. We might even repeat ourselves. And we got Groundhog's Day stuff. We got quiz show stuff. It was the dispatcher. All kinds of stuff. So please do jump in and let us know what's happening. Here, help me out. Please do help me wish a warm welcome to my co-host, your friend, Sue. Hey, Sue.
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing?
Oh, it's a going.
Yeah.
We've been dealing with weather down here. I don't know about you, but it's been crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like
The
what?
ice in Dallas and
Yeah.
here in Arkansas and all the way through Memphis and Nashville. And I mean, it's just been on
Ooh.
and on and on, like
Oh.
since Monday.
That sounds like a big field of ice.
Oh my God, it's nasty. I mean, I
Oh,
just can't
man.
even explain it to you. I sent you pictures of my house, but that ain't nothing compared to like when you're in Dallas, or actually I had a driver in La Mesa, which is about 60, 70 miles south of Lubbock, right? He was dealing with it from a little bit past Houston on up there. Then Dallas, they had freezing rain all the way up until just a little while ago. Still. Just
Wow.
coming down nonstop. And you know, Texas doesn't know how to deal with that
gosh.
because they're not, they don't have the equipment to deal with that.
Did the pipes burst again, Martha?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's not funny, but I mean,
It's true. Yeah.
Well, it is true. And my point, I think, where I'm trying to get to is, will they give you any extra chicken nuggets for the ice?
No. Nope. And we're just trying to keep moving. But just like Danny just came from Lubbock to Dallas and he said it was so bad. And
Wow.
then on top of it, it's not just the roads, your trailer gets completely
loading?
frozen.
Oh.
Yeah, and you can't get anything on and off because it's a
Forget
solid
about
block
it.
of ice. So yeah, it's bad. I've had a guy stuck in Little Rock area since Monday night because it's just been nonstop there too. I mean, they had it all night long again too.
Oh, you got ice? Would you have any de-icer? Use de-icer.
Yeah, de-icer ain't gonna do it.
Okay, get some hot water.
That ain't gonna do it either.
Kitty litter.
Because they're not clearing the roads.
Have
That's
you not
the problem.
tried kitty litter? Are you serious?
Yeah, they're not clearing the roads. So
Drivers.
yeah, he's been
Right?
he's been stuck, and I mean it's all the way through
Kitty
Memphis
litter.
too. And I think it's still going. What did he just say just now? He's gonna leave now.
Wild, man. I mean, it's wild. I mean, it's wild. I mean, what does it take to? I don't know. Let's say hello to the group, and then we'll keep talking about the ice. Let us know. Put in the live chat what's happening with you and the ice. What's happening on the phone when you talk about the ice. How many extra chicken nuggets can you get for icy ramps? Put it in the live chat. Ty, Cars on the Move. We love Sue. Yes, we do love Sue.
Love
Thank
you
you
too.
so much, Sue.
No problem.
We're along with Chip.
Let's book
That's
some
John,
cars. Ian
LAI.
said.
Good afternoon, everyone. What's going on? How's the YouTube channel? We should check it. Let
Hey
us know.
Carlos.
If
Hey
there's
Alina.
something- Artie at Ants is here.
Yep.
Carlos and Elena. Elise T. What's going on, Elise T? What's on your mind? What are you seeing? What are you thinking? What are you booking? What can't you get? What went wrong? What went right? So many options.
Isn't it? Especially right now. So, I mean, we haven't had any hard time with the people understanding that we can't move anywhere.
Okay, as far
I
as
mean, so that's
time
good.
goes, right? It's
Yeah, we
so
just
time.
lost a week basically.
Okay, but what about money? Can you get more money?
No, they ain't gonna pay you no more money. Never. They don't care about that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, because the loads that I had that the guy stuck in Arkansas delivered to Tennessee, like Knoxville area and stuff, and we can't do anything. I mean, it is what it is. And I'm sure we ain't the only one. There's probably plenty of people. We even sent people, we've been trying to keep people low, and it's impossible because New Orleans, Alabama, Mississippi, there's no loads. So it's kind of hard
Really?
to take them there and then try to get them out, or and then you
Why?
got to send them back to Dallas, and Dallas has been bombarded, so then
Wh-
you're screwed again.
Why are there
So
no why are there no loads?
I don't know if it, I mean, could be partly because of this weather. We
Where?
don't know.
Where again?
Where at in Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi?
Okay, Louisiana. No, I just wanted to get okay. Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi. There's less loads available. Is that right?
Well, here's the problem.
That's interesting.
All the loads go to
You
Dallas,
think
and
there'd be
nobody
more?
wants to go to Dallas. Well, there is. There's a shit ton going to Dallas, but nobody wants to go to Dallas because you can't get in and out of there. So you're still stuck.
And the
So
but do the rates go crazy because they
no,
can't move? No.
no,
Well,
no,
well, I keep asking. What is
no.
this, Groundhog's Day?
Yeah. Yes, it is. Let's see.
Didn't you just say that?
Yeah. And I mean the loads let's see. The loads are at 41,889. They were at
You have to see the groundhog this
42,238.
morning?
Yeah, we got 6 more weeks of winter, people.
Didn't you just
But
ask me
but
that?
like
Chance of
like
departure today? Checking out?
we'll see how bad it gets. I mean, good Lord. Last year we saw it too, right? Puxatawny Phil
You have
saw
to see the
shadow,
groundhog this day?
and we had 6 more weeks. And I
Chance
think
of
last
departure,
year is when I got snow in
30%?
May. Didn't I get snow in the first part of May here? It was really weird. It was snowing outside.
You have to
Nothing
see the
stuck,
groundhog this morning?
but
Okay.
yeah. So 6 weeks is probably accurate the way it's going
We're gonna beat this groundhog
to death here.
to death today on Groundhog's Day. Hey!
Yep.
Come on, we're all headed up to Gobbler's Knob. Why is it Gobbler's Knob, anyways?
I don't know. Is that really the name of it?
Yeah, that's where they get the.
I mean,
I don't know what you get. What do you get at Gobbler's Knob?
probably
It's a family show.
some kind of sexual disease. But anyways,
What's going on in the live chat? You guys at Gobbler's Knob? You have to see the groundhog? All right, so if there anybody that hasn't heard, what happened when they pulled the groundhog out of the hole today?
he saw a shadow. We have 6 more weeks.
6 more weeks of winter.
Yes.
Anybody surprised?
No, not the way things are going right now. No, I am not surprised at all.
And
It
the
happened
other big
last year,
headline:
too.
Russians, 500,000 troops gathering on the border. February 24th is the anniversary of the invasion of Ukraine. So,
Oh, okay.
I'm not even sure
Wow.
what button to hit here. Let's do
That's
that one.
crazy. It's been a year.
It's been a year, man.
Wow.
And I guess if he loses this time, it's nukes away. I don't know. What
Wow.
button is? What do we have? What button do we use for that? Prize wheel?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. So Groundhog's Day is looking pretty good right now. Let's just enjoy it. Shadow, 6 months of winter. Sure. In fact, that's what somebody can say when you call for more chicken nuggets. They'll be like, you're looking for more money on that load? Have you heard about Putin and 500,000 troops? Enjoy your day. Thank you very much.
So Elise said something about I've seen someone post on Central Load that it's really a rates for rates posting. Is that what by that she means they're trying to see what people will do it for? Is that what she means, do you think?
What did Elena say?
She not only Elise T.
Oh, Elise.
Says,
I seen someone post on Central a load.
But it's
I
really
like
a
that.
rate.
But it's really a rates for rates posting. How is this not flagged? Well,
Because
they don't flag. I mean, I don't think they flag anything. Tell me,
No, no, they don't. Because I turn transporters in daily,
yeah, I mean,
and nothing.
dude, you
ever
can do whatever
happens.
you want. That's why we
Yeah.
have wrestling rings and all the fun memes. You
Yeah.
can literally do whatever you want, and people
And
do.
has everybody seen the new ratings
example.
posting stuff when they go into Central? Have you seen-
Okay,
here,
so
let me
is it
post
launched
it.
or what's going on?
No, it's not launching until February 15th. I think I've got to go in and out of my account.
Douglas is playing in the snow in South
South
Dakota.
Dakota. I saw the.
And it's still nicer than Dallas. So,
It might be actually. Shut up all my things here. All right, I'm gonna go in and
Right.
out.
Candy's ice skating. That's good thinking.
Okay.
What do they say? Make lemonade and all that jazz?
Here we go.
Make some lemon ice.
Okay.
All
This is the new transactional rating systems will launch on February 15th.
Okay.
Get the most out of transactional ratings, which let both shippers and carriers rate different aspects of each other's performance for each individual job. Let's go to find out more.
Okay, so
Now,
wait a minute. Car hauling with Chip, it's raining in Oklahoma and he's headed to Dallas and Houston.
Ooh.
Do you have any like Campbell's soup? You're gonna need some soup, man.
Danny's there, but it's bad.
Wow.
And I think it just stopped doing it a little while ago, and it's not warmed up. I don't think.
Should he park it before? I mean, what would you do?
I don't know. I mean, Danny's a badass, so he went all in, anyways. But
All right.
he said it scared the shit out of him, though. But he was
Wow.
not coming from Oklahoma. He was coming from Lubbock, and it was bad all the way.
Wow.
Yeah. So
crazy.
that person's going to be okay until they get to a certain point.
All right, we'll take her easy, Chip.
And I think Dallas was going to start to regular rain, which, if it warms up, that would help because then it would wash off the ice. But don't place any bets on that one yet. Okay, so this is the new rating thing.
Okay.
Now, this is what we're going to be able to do, and write in more in-depth reviews of your experience.
Okay.
Now, the only thing I'm worried about, and this is all about it here, right here. What I'm worried about is they are not going to patrol this.
I was just gonna say that isn't it? Is it true that the kind of the escalation thing is going away?
That's what they said.
Okay.
I told them I did not recommend doing this, where they did not patrol this, because it's not going to be good.
Because they're going to rely on more. So upside, more information transacted. Downside, less ability to escalate
or control what they're putting on there, whether it's true or not. Because like I said, I'm going to give you an example. This tells you even the old one doesn't work, and the people working there are not doing this correctly. I had a guy bring a Mercedes to St. Louis. He scraped the bottom of the car. It was damaged. Obviously, the guy didn't write the damage on pickup, proceeded to tell me how he didn't do it, but he did do it because it wasn't there. It had just been painted. So I turned it all in with the damaged pictures. And also, by the way, he wouldn't give us a bill of lading at delivery either. Well, why, that's not fishy at all, right? And then then I sent them the estimates, the pictures of the vehicle, everything, and they told me I didn't provide enough evidence for that negative to stay. And I gave them a negative for damage, loss, fixed. Not damage, loss, not fixed. Damage, loss, fixed. And they told me I did not give him enough evidence to prove that he did the damage. Now, explain that to me.
Time.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you're a shipper and you tuned in because I posted this on LinkedIn and you're like, what? Okay. Here's just a heads up. If your load, because you went too cheap and it just went on the load board to whoever will pick it up, forget about the hair appointment, home delivery, white glove treatment. You went cheap. So this thing's going to whoever. If there's a problem, God help us all. Because you can say things, it's just like Yelp. You can Yelp about your food,
right?
But your food ain't changing.
Right.
The fact that you got half of it lukewarm outside and the dog ate it, so be it.
Right.
I mean, you could Yelp about it, though. So now you can Yelp about it. I guess that's the new Yelp about it initiative. Is that fair?
Fair.
Can I say that?
Yeah, because you're right. That's essentially, it's going to be like a Yelp review.
So you can Yelp about it. All right, cool. Yep. So February 15th, already somebody's like, really? In less than 5 minutes, this guy came up with a negative way to couch what we've been working on for the past year. Some would argue.
And don't get me wrong, I like having all this extra stuff, but I think they still have to patrol it.
I love Yelping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't, I mean, you're going to have people on here. This is what I told them all
But
along.
I
I
also
said, you're
like
going to have
things to
people
get
putting,
fixed.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right.
And I told them you're going to have people on here putting stuff on here that's not true just because you said something wrong to them or whatever. You know what I mean? You're going to see that kind of stuff on there. They're saying that the only people that can give feedback is if you actually did a transaction with them, right? But how are they
So,
going to control that?
and
Because people do this all the time and give feedback, and they didn't have anything to do with that company because they grabbed the wrong company by accident. It's happened to me many times, by
it's,
the way.
Hunter Biden's story now is, yeah, but that's not mine. So, that's what the thing is. And I don't know how to parse all this. And to me, this is just bad news all around. Is
Yeah,
that if you're going to participate in the transaction and you collect money somewhere within there, you're part of the transaction. That's
right.
kind of how America works.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Now, they may have changed their mind. I haven't heard from them. They were supposed to contact me in January to do stuff with them on this, and I have not heard from anybody about it. But I had said to him, I told him it was not a good idea not to
I mean,
patrol this.
if you sell
Yeah.
something on eBay and you send, broken crap,
Yeah.
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 Not only is the buyer coming after you, but eBay's going to say something.
Right.
You can't sell broken crap on our
On
platform.
Right. And you either got to fix it or
So,
you're, taken off.
and you
Right.
can't just Yelp about it. We are gonna get involved. So this
Yeah.
is where so we're speculating. All right. So waiver. We don't know what will happen, but we're speculating. We're taking the negative.
So here's these questions
Big
and answers
shocker,
here.
Jay. I've seen the show.
So it says, why are you making this
Hey, John.
change? It says,
There we go.
company ratings encourage pass-fail judgments where one bad experience out of 100 could result in a negative reaction. Lack of accountability did not provide our community with sufficient detail to trust the score. Transactional ratings provide an opportunity to rate every load so bad experience can be forgiven and bad actors can be seen. Comments allow others to judge the validity of the reviews and to mark them helpful. Okay, well, yes and no. That's true. But then again, if you're not patrolling it, then you're going to have stuff on here that are not going to be true either. And so we're back to the same thing. How are you supposed to believe them then, right?
Well, and your example is let's go to reality.
Yeah.
What happens when you take security guards out of clothing stores? People shoplift like crazy.
Right.
That's what's happening right now. So, anybody want to guess what's going to happen when you remove all the security guards?
So it says, all right, only verified transactions can be rated. Loads not dispatched through central dispatch will have no impact on your rating and will not count towards your total shipments. So by verified transactions, okay.
Only
So
oh my gosh, I didn't know about this loophole. Only verified transactions?
Right. Well, that's what they told me. They said that you had to have had you had to have had a load. But here's my thing with that. So that means, okay, so for example, I've had this happen to me.
I did not know this.
The wrong company and gave a negative to the wrong company because it's like, there's more than one Murphy on here. Okay. So I've gotten negatives before and I had nothing to do with those people. I had to call them, get it off of there, blah, 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 because they grabbed the wrong Murphy. They didn't verify anything. So does that mean that if you go in there, you can't give anybody any ratings any longer unless you've done business with them? That's what I want to know. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, look, our reviews moderated. They will not moderate reviews for accuracy. There you go. They're not going to do anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
This I didn't know.
Let's keep going here.
Yeah, because this is fun.
Star ratings will be published within 5 minutes of submission. We published after review 72. So they're going to review them after 72 hours. Okay, and then I received a review that I disagree with.
Yeah, you can respond.
They will not delete any reviews with the exception of reviews that include discriminatory, violent, or threatening contact.
I mean, and I'm going to say some of this I can see.
Right.
But it's the hands off.
Yes. That's what I
I
don't like.
I mean,
Look, to encourage honest and impartial reviews, all rating and comments are final and cannot be changed once submitted. This prevents users from retroactively changing positive reviews based on a more recent experience. Well, that's kind of pointless though, right?
well, what they're saying is it's going to be visible. Well, it'll be like Facebook. You can read everybody's rant.
So okay, this might be my question, or maybe I'm not understanding it. So say you gave a broker a review and it was positive this time. So then you go and do another one
You
and
know
it was
what we're going to
bad.
do? Oh my goodness.
You know what I mean?
You know what we're going to do?
What are we gonna do?
We're going to be able to read people's little verbal wars.
Yes.
That's what
That's
we're going to do here
that's
on
what we're gonna
Dispatching
see.
Live.
Just
Yeah.
like it's just like on
Yeah.
Yelp.
So we're going to, just like we read on Facebook, that,
Yeah.
yeah, we're going to read this. We'll have Central Dispatch verbal wars on Thursdays. And we get to follow up, and then we can let the audience decide. Actually, this is going to be amazing because since there won't be any security guards, watch Dispatching Live. See what the mob thinks. I guess.
Well,
I mean, I don't. You know, I can't help but think of the.
well, we're gonna have a bunch of crap on here. I told them that I said I don't think you're gonna be able to avoid having some people write some really crazy stuff on here, but if
Oh,
they're
it's going to get nuts. Especially
yeah,
if you can't get any retribution. The only thing you have is words.
yeah, yeah, true.
Yeah,
Because
and
see,
so
for example, like I always in my contracts, it states you must verify the car. Do not show up there without verifying the car. I do not pay dry run fees, right? So say that were to happen, someone's going to get on there and they're going to run their mouse, whether it says that in my contract or not, right?
here it is. Yeah, Carl Hung with Chip. We can have a Jerry Springer version of Central
Yes,
Dispatch. That's where we're headed.
that
You
is
know,
where we're
and
headed,
I
I
will
think.
say this because I've wondered this
Except
too,
it might keep the
and we
nastiness.
we may get the answer to this. Is that can AI? What if AI was the security guard? Can you build in compassion to
No,
see? Yeah, I mean, because is
no,
that maybe that's where we're headed? But I just again, I pose the legal question: how can a company legitimately charge users, 15,000 plus users, and then stay out of the middle of all transactions? I actually don't know the answer. But I pose the question. And I know that since everybody wants to point fingers at you're illegal, well, is Central Dispatch a broker?
oh yeah, no, they
Is
say
it?
no, no, no.
Okay.
No,
It's
I
a
don't consider them a
technology.
broker. Yeah, it's a technology. It's a load
Okay,
board.
is that how the law sees it? Because everybody loves to quote scripture and verse on the law.
I don't know. I thought they
Is
said
is a technology platform where you can post and book loads. Does that count as a broker, or is it just a tech platform with no responsibility? I'm just
mm,
asking the question.
well, I see where you're going with this.
Because how can a transaction location be completely void of any responsibility
True.
where people can transact?
Right.
I
So
mean,
like
if
eBay.
a fight breaks out in a store, do the cashiers go, huh? My money's on the guy with the beard.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm asking the question. People ask a lot of questions. Here we go. Joe says should count as a broker. I think that is the legal answer, not a lawyer. But since everybody's so intent on making dispatchers illegal, good for the goose, good for the gander, let's ask the question. Is a
True.
tech platform a broker?
Hmm.
Does it count as a broker? Is it at least involved in the responsibility of the transaction? Because I tell you what, I bet you I know what the insurance company would say.
What?
Heck yeah.
So that would mean ship. So car ship IO, ship.cars, those would
Super
be considered
dispatch,
brokers then.
right? I mean, I'm asking the question. I'm
All
not
right.
trying to conclude, but I ask the question because when there's a problem in your platform, what needs to happen? Do you just
Right.
Yelp about it?
That's basically what we're going to, right?
All
We're
right.
yelping about it.
Well, I guess we'll find out when there's some really messed up, crazy.
Yeah, we'll be watching this
Yeah,
here
then
for
we'll
the
see
next
what
bit.
happens, right?
We'll be pulling these up and showing people the crazy crap they're writing on here. You
Because
wait.
there will be a day. You
Oh yeah.
again. I'm reading all the news, and so I'm just asking the questions. We know about nuclear verdicts, and there may not have been. Trucker hits a family, family dies, family somehow ended up in the trucker's lane. Trucker didn't do anything different. You think everyone just packs up and goes home? Heck no. That is a lawsuit forever
Yeah.
until they can prove otherwise. You don't think so? There'll be some insurance claim in the millions, and they're not just gonna. They don't want to just Yelp about it. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, you have to see the groundhog today? Okay, let's go into industry news. That was good times. Sure, sure is sobering, and again, that's why if you're moving a car for a box of chicken nuggets and you'll do it for a couple nuggets less, welcome to the party. We had a show recently. We went into the globally awesome broker. Hit him again last week. And now we're up to the groundhog. You up to the groundhog?
I love it.
So, you got to ask, I mean, who's at the wheel? Who's driving this thing? Because if you saw the movie, they went off a cliff at one point. And that's why we say it's Thermonuclear Thursdays. You see that? Does that work? Good times, Jay. Every morning I wake up without a scratch on me, not one dent in the fender, says Punk's Tiny Phil. I'll give you a winter prediction. It's going to be cold, and it's going to be gray, and it's going to last the rest of your life. From the movie. Love that movie. Amazing movie.
It is.
Pump dispatching live in your office, especially on Groundhog's Day. And you will start to notice the dispatching live effect. You're going to see it. It'll seem weird at first. It'll seem weird at second. My golly, may seem weird the whole time. But after a while, you're going to understand what we're doing here. We're trying to wake you up, man. Get up. You got to understand. We got us a transportation dumpster fire, people. We don't like it. Don't let us, be the ones with the detective hats following the disconnect between sales and operations, because we'll do it. And, meanwhile, the guy up in the corner office collecting, counting money. It is what it is. I do want to say this before we go on. I don't know if you know this, but Ty and I have made the news.
Really? Wow.
Keeping remarketed cars out of a dumpster fire. This is pretty neat. I mean, we're doubling down. Everybody else does. So, a year ago we were spotted in front of Manheim, Nevada by a camera crew and us. And anyway, so we're going to be live at Caesar's Palace at the end of March. Ty is going to actually give a workshop called Transportation Dumpster Fire. That's really happening. The day after, I'll be up on stage hosting a panel. And we're going to have Joe Bercari, John Larrick's going to be there. We're going to have folks in the audience. And we're going to fight the narrative, man. There's just too much important stuff to talk about other than, let's see here. Well, we can show you the truck. We can look for a route scout. We can go over the memo. Oh, by the way, here's Sue's. What is it? Is it just ice?
Yeah, that's all ice. That's right off that's our roads too.
Wow.
Like I live right off the main road. I mean, I always tell you guys I'm really rural, so that's it.
So I guess instead of show me your truck, show me your ice. Yeah, but if you have a route scout, let us know. We'll take a look. And because here's the thing, I've been saying it, and I'm positive. There are companies still pushing home delivery, like, you got to pay all this money for home delivery. Dude, right
Oh,
now,
let's see what's up.
any delivery is what people want. Any delivery. I've been watching this game too long. I can now spot reality versus non reality. Home delivery, sure, whatever. Any delivery, reality. That's where we're at. Oh, speaking of, let's see, memos. What is
SuperPay.
this? Yeah, what is
Yeah,
this?
we need to talk about SuperPay.
Okay.
So, Super Dispatch has installed on their website SuperPay. So, what that is, and everybody wants to sign up for it. There's going to be some brokers that are going to pay you through that with once you put your ACH information on there and everything else, then they'll just pay you immediately. You don't have to go track it anymore. It will be great if all of them were to do it. I don't know if everybody's going to do it. And right now there's no fees involved for like a quick pay or anything like that. I think that may eventually happen, but right now everything's free just to get it set up. So on some of the loads that you take, it's going to say super pay right there. Okay. And that's when you're going to know it's super pay, but go ahead and set it up. In fact, when we get back on here, I'll show you I think there's a link right on there to set it up for super pay. I'll have to go find it. But, I think it's pretty simple. You're putting in your ACH information and stuff like that.
Okay, so you're using this. Tell us more about your personal.
And then they're going to put
Yeah.
like a penny deposit into the account to verify it's your
Oh, okay.
account, and then you go back
Gotcha.
and you verify it, kind of thing.
Now, but so let's say you book a load from a broker.
Hmm.
How does this get you paid faster by the broker?
Only if they have signed up to do super pay at the same time.
See, that's part of my
You'll
question. It
you'll
doesn't
know
mean
it.
everybody's paying faster.
No, not everybody's doing it,
Okay.
and the load will say right beside it super pay. So that's when
Gotcha.
you're going to know
Okay.
that you need to have it all set up, and that's how you're going to do it.
So right
Um,
now, how many people are doing super pay? Are there many people doing
it
it?
just started,
Okay.
so I haven't seen any of our loads. I was hoping backlots would do it because it would make it a lot easier because they're the
Gotcha.
ones that have probably the most loads on Super Dispatch. However, I will say they're getting more and more people doing Super Dispatch. Like I had one today, I didn't even know they were on there. He's like, "Oh, I'll send it through Super Dispatch to you." So more and more people, more and more brokers are using it. Let me see how many loads they've got on the board. I'm just curious.
Oh yeah. Hey, why don't you share that? Why don't you share the? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. And by the way, we didn't even do loads on Central Dispatch. I'll tell you what. Do me a favor, everybody. Stick around. Right after this, we're going to take a look at loads on Super Dispatch, loads on Central Dispatch. We'll be right back after this.
Are you completely stressed out from all the calls and the contracts and the verifications of loads where nobody ever answers the phone? Call Murphy Auto Dispatch Services today. Murphy Auto Dispatch Services has over 15 years in the transport industry. We are your office while you are on the road. We book, we verify, and we bill out your loads for you. We have an excellent accounting staff and an even better dispatch team. Give us a call today at 417-273-0021, or if you want to email me, it's murphyautotransport31@yahoo.com. Give us a call today.
Tired of all the phone calls? Get help. Murphy Auto Dispatch Services. Phone number 417-273-0021. You can email murphyautotransport31@yahoo.com. Visit murphyautotransportservices.com. And Sue is here with us.
Yes.
So, all right. So, what are we doing now? We're looking
Okay.
at, yeah.
So I'm going to show you where the super pay is so you can get signed up. So if you go to like your company name, okay, then go to carrier profile, and then here's where your super pay is. And this is where you're going to set it up. And like I said, they're going to put like a little deposit of a penny or 2 cents in there or something like that. Then you got to go back and give them the information. I think they do this on eBay too, if I'm not mistaken, when you first sign up for an eBay account. But anyways, then you put it in there and then you're set up. So then the ACH is there. So if somebody is doing super pay, then you know. And then it tells you that this is the best part is it tells you if you do a super pay account, it tells you what day you're going to get it and everything else and when it's been paid. So you don't have to chase your money. I wish they would all do this. This would be fantastic. So
Cool.
now here's a thing they told me about too, is like if you didn't get a signature, it's going to reject it until they clarify why you didn't get a signature or what's going on with
really?
it.
So if
that
there's
kind of
if there's a reason
Yeah.
they're not paying.
Yeah, you're going to know why they're not paying so you can get it corrected or figure it out, that kind of thing.
Well, that's good too, because that's usually just been a phone call.
Yeah.
And
This
actually,
way you
like
can
a
do
week
it.
later, you're like, hey, before you drop me, I know I'm irritating, I'm bugging you. Can
Yeah.
you tell me what you're right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it would less phone calls. Now, I have noticed over the years for accounting, we do more emails than we do phone calls anymore, but not that that's always the truth either when they really mail them out. But I've noticed we get more and more the accounting emails. You just need to contact them through accounting. So this would go along with that too, is making it quicker, faster without all the phone calls and headache and whatnot.
And so ACH, this is tied to your checking account.
Yeah, that's why they're wanting you. They're going to put like a penny in there so we can make sure it's really your checking account.
Right. And it's not Cash App and that stuff, or
No.
is it? No.
No, it's just your checking
ACH
account.
checking
Yeah,
account.
it's ACH.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's
And
interesting.
then-
Anything
yeah.
else to add about that?
No, I think it's a great idea. And hopefully everybody that's doing super dispatch will do this because it would make all of our lives a lot easier. But not everybody's going to do it either because they have their own setup. Like I'm sure Backlots has their own accounting team and they want to do it a certain way. I haven't seen them put super pay on anything yet. I wish they
All
would.
right.
but,
Well, keep us posted.
All right, and then let's go back to the load board.
Okay. Let's take a look at.
think it
So
was
we're going to
like-
look at load volume on Super Loadboard.
Yeah, and I think it's
Okay.
like over 3,000 loads are on here. Yeah, 3,033 loads are on here
Sounds
right
about
now.
right. That's right. And we kind of decided they're kind of number 2 to
Yeah.
Central, right?
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
far as volume.
As far as volume, the only thing you got to realize though, almost every one of these loads are going to be on Central Dispatch as well. The
Ooh.
difference will be this: is that
What?
just like
Yeah.
Backlots tells you, their loads go on to Super Dispatch an hour or two before they actually hit Central.
Oh yeah.
So you're going to always want to look on here if you've got a driver in a certain area or anything like that. Grab the stuff. In fact, what's this right here?
I still don't. Does CarsArrive Network Loadboard still exist?
Yes.
I still don't understand. Okay, let's go through this. Car Global owns CarsArrive, right?
Okay. Is that Odessa? I know Odessa owns it too.
Do me a favor. Will you? This is before we leave here. All right, so we're at 3,000 loads. You said Backlot Cars. What other large companies like Backlot Cars that you move cars for are up here on Super Loadboard?
Well, I know turn time lists, and here's the load right here. Turn time lists a lot on here.
Okay.
Looks like there's a lot of people on here that I've never seen before. LMR's got theirs on here now, and they didn't used to be.
LMR.
Yeah.
That's good.
McCollister's. I know McCollister's were on there.
McCollister's really like Super Dispatch.
Mobility Works started putting their
Ship
stuff
Your
on
Car
there.
Now. Yeah, Ship Your Car Now talks
Yeah.
about Super Dispatch.
U-Ship puts theirs on there. I don't like it because they don't answer.
U-Ship. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting because we met Dean through Beck on a live show. Dean Zeros, I think that's his name, is with U-Ship. I never
Yeah.
knew anybody at U-Ship before, and
Well, it's not U-Ship like you guys are thinking.
oh, it's not
U-Ship, no, U-Ship Logistics, they named their brokerage. They just named their company U-Ship Logistics.
really.
Yes.
All right.
As far as I know, it's
All
not
right.
the same company because I think I asked them.
That's
totally different. Yeah.
Wow. Now that's interesting. Okay.
So,
Well.
anyways, like their company lists them on there.
Well,
but
I'll
you
be
request
dipped.
them.
You have to
request
see the
them, they don't
groundhog
answer.
today?
Let's see who else is on here. RCG has theirs on here.
RCG. Yep.
They're a big
JP.
company.
Yep. That's Kevin Parada.
First Class is on here, but good luck. They don't answer, and they don't answer your texts.
I can't remember who that is. Who's First
Oh,
Class?
you know who First Class is.
Really?
You remember Stu? Stu from First
Yeah.
Class?
Yeah,
Okay,
that
does
name
that
sounds
answer
familiar.
it right there? Okay.
All right, pass.
All right, passing on. Moving on. Let's see, what else?
Will you
can
be
see
checking
there's-
out today? Hey, 10%
Acme
chance.
has their stuff on here. I know Guardian has their stuff on here as well.
Easy Auto Ship. Yeah, Guardian. Guardian is a friend of
BRCG has
Superflow.
got it on here now. Like, there's a lot that have been adding. I've noticed more and more people. But the only thing I'll give
That's
you
impressive.
this is, here's my problem, is when they list them on Central, if they're on Super, not everybody says go to Super. So then we make the phone call, and then they're like, okay, we'll get it to you from Super. But if you would just tell us it's on Super, we'll just go do it there, without
Well,
making the
this
phone
is the
calls.
war of the load boards.
Yeah. Well,
I
there's
mean,
that too.
yeah, I mean, hey, Sue, go ask somebody, go ask one of the mail slot people what they want to do about this.
I'm seeing a lot of
Somebody just texted, why is he whispering on his own show?
I mean, it looks like they're all kind of the same companies. There's some newer ones on here, like Loyal Transportation.
This is actually
Car
interesting.
Motors.
Dude, who else in their spare time scrolls
Hancock's
through
on.
the load boards to see
Yeah.
the brokers and the area? I mean, I used to do that all the time. It's kind of fascinating. Once you start doing it, it's
America's
interesting.
Car Mart lists a lot of stuff on here. It looks
And you
like.
can see what type of pay and what running lanes and names, how much information. Well, here's an interesting one. What if? Okay, wait. Why doesn't Super Loadboard have any clickety click?
Well, you do. Like, if I wanted this load, I got to click on it. Is that what you mean? But it's
Okay.
only one click.
All right.
I mean, you
Well,
gotta put in
that
your
was my
dates
point.
and then you're done.
Okay? So do me a favor, unclick. But their clickety click. I'm gonna just say I think is better.
Oh,
But
yeah.
is there additional info? Do I have
And
to
then-
click on the load to get additional info?
Yes.
Like broken windshield. I gotta click on it.
Well, no, not that.
No.
Here's your clickety click and it'll tell you like if they've got it in there right with the curb weight and the length and all that good stuff. This says text them. This says they
them.
need a cargo insurance. Sometimes in the shipper requirements, you'll see a contract that you're going to have to do and like insurance, that kind of thing. I like this part too. If you look at this, it tells you how many vehicles they move.
Ooh, I have never seen that before.
Yeah. They've had that on there for a while. You
Okay,
can
I
also
didn't
rate
notice
them
it.
on Super Dispatch now too.
Am I right? This clickety click is way better.
Oh God, yes. Oh yeah.
Okay. Do the mail slot people know that?
No, probably not.
Wow.
Now here's a difference though. I mean, you'd still to get to what you're looking for. So let's just put in Dallas.
What's an exclusive load?
An exclusive load. Let's see.
This load. What is
This load can only be booked only on Super Loadboard.
Huh, that's kind of
So
a
only
neat.
here.
It's kind of a neat designation.
That and also to be a part of the Super Loadboard, you have to be verified.
You should
So
have like
don't forget
you
that.
should get like Facebook exclusives. You can only talk to me on
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Well, and see, okay, so I'm gonna just put in Dallas, Texas. The other good thing is like you can go up to 500-mile radius, and they have an advanced search now too. So you can put in different things,
Ooh.
vehicle type, kind of like your search engine on Central. So it's a little bit different.
What happens if
can
you
put
click
in
the chatty chat?
chat? Oh, you can talk to anybody at
Can
Super
you?
Dispatch. Yeah, yeah.
Is it AI or is it a person?
Oh no, it's a person. Unless it's well, the first thing you do is you put in a question, right?
All right.
Then you might get an AI answer for what they think might answer it, and then you just say, "No, I need to talk to somebody." Like there's people on here right now. Is that who's that?
That's
Jake?
pretty neat.
I think that's Jake right there on the front.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and yeah, Jake, that's it.
Well, no, there's more people behind them. They're just not showing you.
No, I got it, but yeah, I knew that. I recognize. I just couldn't place it. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you record your screen. What's that about?
I would say that's recording the chat.
If you have a question,
right?
if you have a problem.
Oh,
interesting.
yeah, I bet that's it. So they can see what's going on. Yeah,
Wow,
that's cool.
That's kind of cool.
That's new. I don't remember. That wasn't there before, the record screen. So they must have added
Okay,
that.
but wait a minute. Are you telling me that the folks at Super Dispatch are trying
Live.
to make sure they're involved in the transaction.
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
mackerel!
I
Do
know.
the mail slot people know this?
Probably not.
Oh no!
But yes, they are totally available, and even if they
Wow.
don't answer you right away,
Do you
they
think
usually
that's
answer within
because
2
they're
to 5
involved?
minutes.
They're kind of involved in the transaction because the transaction's happening on their platform.
Probably, yeah.
What?
Well, that, or if you have
You
a
have to
problem
see the
with
Groundhog this
app
morning?
or something like that too. Because I've had them have
Okay.
problems. Somebody had a problem with an app, or they're brand new, and they will literally, if I say, "Can you please call the driver?" they will call the driver and help them through anything.
Ty's wheeling up the siege tower up to the city. I know, man. You know, and then Ty's putting together a big show on Tuesday night, where again, I mean, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna
I love
get
Super
ugly.
Dispatch too. Anyways, so let's go back over.
Oh, hey,
to-
Ben is in the live chat. Ben is Super here, product
Hey,
manager
Ben.
for Super Loadboard. Glad you guys are liking the clickety click and Super Pay as well. Lots more to come in 2023.
Awesome. Could you
And Ben
please
is like,
take out
hey, Jay,
Central
I didn't say it
Dispatch?"
like that. Like, what was the Seinfeld? You know?
Don't think it'll happen, but you know.
No grapes,
Awesome.
no nuts. What's the deal there? Okay.
All right. So anyway, so say for example,
Yeah.
I put in Dallas, Texas. You can go up to a 500-mile radius. I don't do that, but let's just do the 100-mile radius, and you can leave it blank so you can just see what's out of Dallas. So that's what you're going to want to do. If you have a driver sitting someplace, I would automatically go here and Central at the same time so you can see what's on.
There you go. And that's
Okay.
what we're talking about exactly. Pro tip.
Yeah.
And now, do you use? Are you going to use Chrome? Or are you going to use two separate browsers?
No, I only use Chrome. I use Google Chrome.
Okay.
It's the only one I
Well,
really
what
like.
if you get busted? Can you get busted? Hey, can you get busted on Super Loadboard using Auto Refresh Plus?
I've never used auto refresh
Oh
on it
my
'cause-
gosh, that is a good question. I've never asked that question before.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
I-
By the way, I just want to say hello again to, hey, Rob is here, and Ben is here, and Artie's here, and John Larrick is here, and Douglas is here. And so if you're here, please do feel free to say hello, you know, put up an emoji, leave a
that'll
like.
work.
Is there a like laying around here somewhere? I know there
That's
is.
perfect.
Go ahead. Hand one over. Thanks so much. Okay. So you got So you got Central open. You got Super open. Let's add a third. What's your third load board that you're going to add to your search? Right. What about Metro? Do
I keep Metro up?
Metro
No,
was
not
always
usually.
pretty common. I know. I realize it's. If you watch this show long enough, you're like, you know. But I'm right down the middle on the third rail.
All right.
Is
Well,
it
I'm gonna pull
Metro a
up the
load board that
service.
you check?
I don't usually check it unless there's a load on there because a lot of their loads right now are too cheap.
Oh
So
boy,
I
you
don't
heard it here
usually do
first.
it. So let me just get in here.
Does Montway have a load board you can check?
Yeah, you can. It's not Montway. It's your Ship.Cars.
Ship.Cars.
Yes.
Do you check Ship.Cars?
Nah, not really. Because
You
it's the same
don't?
thing with Montway because.
Do you have it right now? Can you access Ship.Cars
Oh,
load
yeah.
board?
Yep.
Let's take a look at it. But look, before we do, let's stick here for a. Okay, wow, this looks different. Has
It is
changed?
different. You can do search loads now instead of, and you can just now put in search ID. You can put in an actual load ID there and see if it's there. The thing I've been having a problem with Metro is, and I don't know if anybody else is, you know how they do that says it's a 3-pack and then you get it in there and it's not really.
Mix.
Yes. Well, no, not just mix.
Oh.
It says it's all at one spot.
Oh.
Pick up and delivery.
And they
then
don't
find
tell you
out-
until you book it?
Right. Well, no, until you actually get the load sheet. Like I've had 2 times now that I went in there and they said it was all in one spot for pickup, all in one spot for delivery, and then I got the load and it was 2 spots or whatever. It doesn't always happen, but I have had it happen to me over the last month or so. So also you can just put in origin, like let's just put in Dallas.
Yeah, we booked a load. Yeah, it's 4 units, but it's not one pick, one drop. It looks like it's like
Right.
It's like 7 pickups and 20 drops.
Now
Oh,
I'm gonna put in.
I'm not up to see the Groundhog. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll hold. Yeah, thanks.
All right, so I'm
Oh,
gonna
well.
put in just Dallas, Texas, 100-mile radius. I'm not gonna put in any destination, and let's see what they've got. So here you go.
Hey, Devin made it in here. What's up, Devin?
There's only 4 loads out of there. That's what it says. Oh no, 4 pages. Sorry. Okay. So the other thing you got to watch for.
Why is the search loads frame just stuck right there, and I can only see like 3 loads at a time?
Yeah, you have to
Is
scroll.
that helpful?
No.
This is weird. What is
And
going
I don't
on?
know if you can take.
I feel like the frame is broken.
I don't think you can exit this section out either.
Oh.
You got to use this.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, and it's 4 pages too.
That way I ask less questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go. That shows you kind of what's on here. Like this is their mix right here. They're not telling you, but
2
then you
units.
click on it. Yeah, because
Okay.
they're huge. They're F550s.
All right. So I can. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
I mean, it is paying $3.
Oh my God! It's an OEM. What's the? All right, here. Who wants to play? What's the OEM paying? Do you think the OEM is paying more than $725 per vehicle?
Yeah, they're.
Oh my God! If you're a really sharp sales guy and you got concert tickets to Springsteen, you might be able to get like, what, 12 to 1500 per vehicle.
Yeah.
It is possible that the OEM is paying $2,000 more. Now, I'm not saying I know, but I am telling you it's helpful to think this way. Because let's get the calculator out.
I don't know if they're paying a whole lot because it's only 213 miles.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So on this one, they might. I'm gonna guess and
what did he
say
say?
they're getting $1,000 total.
1,000 total?
That's what I'm thinking. Because
Okay, well,
there's no way you're going to convince them into paying. It's 213 miles.
Okay, I would, if I'm an OEM, I would be laughing that we only paid $1,000 for these 2 vehicles.
Really? It's only 213 miles.
Dude, that's not money, dude.
Well, I know,
$500.
but we've got 3 listings of them. You see what I'm saying?
I know, but but the OEM is like, heck yeah. But wait, seriously, I'm an OEM, and I'm going to pay $500 to move a F550 200 plus miles, and I'm only going to pay $500. I guess if I'm making a contract with you to move 1,000 of them or 2,000 of them, I guess. But still,
I can't imagine them getting more out of them that for 213 miles.
I don't know if I'd make that deal. But I mean, I know we all need deals, and we need to move vehicles. This is actually really interesting that we're at this intersection on this negotiation.
So read this for me and tell me what this means. I mean, I know what it means. It says it's a regular cab, 2-wheel drive, and it says WBCA.
Can you imagine telling an OEM that you're going to move, let's say it's 1,000 of these F550s at 500 unit, and you're going to get 1,000 moved by the end of the month?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how a deal, you're making a promise. This is what an SLA is. A service agreement. Yeah, let's look at the map. This will be helpful.
I want to know what this means. But go ahead, right there.
These things are monsters.
They're not. That's what I'm trying to figure out. They're only a regular cab, and they're 2-wheel drive, so they're not monsters. But what does WBCA mean?
F550s. Are they not F550s?
They are F550s, but they're not as big as you think they are when they're just that.
Can we pull that up? Can we pull this up on?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. What does the WBCA mean?
Yeah, I'm telling. Yeah, see, you know what? Even the live chat's in a debate. This is good. Until we know exactly what we're talking about. No, and thank you, Artie. Sue could be right, but
okay, cab to axle, but they didn't put anything on there. That's what I would think it was wheelbase too, but
so there's
no dimensions. Maybe you don't get that though until you ask for the load.
That's helpful.
Yeah,
Right. Then you're right. $3.40 a mile. I mean, that would seem like it's a good deal.
Yeah. If they're regular cabs and there's nothing on them, you know what I mean? If they're just a regular cab F550, that actually is a good deal. But until you ask for this load, you're not going to know if there's a box truck on it or anything like that. I'm assuming it's just blank. These are brand new, right?
Can you chat? How do you find out more? Can you chat with them?
Oh, yeah, I could chat with them and ask them. Yeah, why not?
Do you get a human being, or what do you get?
Oh, no, we'll get a human being.
You
Hang on.
will?
But how long it will take, that's another thing altogether.
Well,
Hold on a second. I'll ask them about it.
I mean, shoot, if they get back to us right away and they can convince us otherwise. Well, here's the thing. How do you cut the middle out on this? It's an OEM. That's the other thing, is that I understand. I mean, if it's an OEM and they got 1,000 of these things, they have to use a broker. The OEM doesn't have time to manage 1,000 relationships with individual car haulers. Which is funny, because in the OEM agency model, well, that's where they're headed. But, I'm just speculating.
I can make it last, yeah.
Oh, so you're in queue position number 2?
Yes. So we'll see how
good.
that
You typed
takes.
in the order ID. Can you give me a length or weight on these?
Yeah. And just, this is the fastest way to get a hold of them. Don't bother calling.
Ty, I haven't read that article yet, but I want to read that. This is going to be, the OEM, what? The whole thing, everything's going to get fascinating.
Oh, but we're at position 1.
We're first? Are we next?
Maybe. We'll see. You know how many times I've been on there and someone jumped on and then they jumped off?
Would you look at it? You up to see the groundhog? Who wants to play Jay's wrong on this one? Everybody?
I don't know how many sets of these they had. I saw 3 or 4 of them at least. So.
I got a feeling there's several companies lined up to play Jay's wrong on this one.
I got somebody on now. Let's see what
All
this
right.
say.
Cool. Can you give me a length or weight on these?
See, now when you get the load from them, you always get the length, weight, everything, like all the dimensions, everything is on there. But I don't know if they tell you ahead of time on a regular load or not.
If this is a great load, how many folks are going to race over to do this run? I really want to know. Is everybody like, man, Jay, you are wrong. This is a great load. I'm going to go start loading these things now.
Oh, they're answering me.
Or at least when the ice melts. Here we go. Carlos, I moved 3 crew cabin chassis for United Road, 124 miles for $9.90. Okay, so, all right. So Carlos is on Jay's side. Artie is on Sue's side. It's 1-1.
Well, Carlos.
Who's with Jay? Who's with Sue? We're keeping track
990,
live on
124. Okay.
Dispatching Live.
Oh, and he took F550s.
And they were F550s. Okay.
And there's the 2010 Toyota Tacoma.
Dun, dun, dun. And just so you know, Alliance is 70 miles north of Dallas. So it's not right in the heart of Dallas. So you're going to have to drive up there.
Is that good or bad?
Oklahoma. You're losing 70 miles. So you got to add 70 miles to that rate.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what I'm
So you're at 300
Let me
miles.
see where Texarkana goes.
Yeah, let's go back to the map on this one.
Hold
And
on.
this is as close as you're going to get to actual dispatching. Because when you're looking at a load, this is what it takes. You got to look at the map. You need to find out more information. Oh, here we go. Here's the details. Okay.
272 inches.
Okay.
80 inches wide. Weight.
6,600 pounds.
They got to be just cabin chassis for 6,600 pounds.
All right, so these are cabin chassis.
Let me run the weights.
You got the, You got the.
So they're 23 feet, roughly.
23 feet long. 6,000 pounds. 23 feet long. 6,600 pounds. All right, so you can get 2.
You can get 2. That's all.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
I wouldn't be able to take more than 2.
All right, so is it worth it to do this run for $725?
I would tell you yes, only because you can't get out of Dallas.
All right, so because you can't get out of Dallas, it's worth it.
Yeah, I would take it if you needed.
But
to get
is
out
it
of
worth
Dallas
it
quick.
for any other reason? As it like profit?
If there was plenty of loads on
business
the
revenue?
loadboard,
Yeah.
no, I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean?
So,
If I had other options,
so
no.
you're
Because
agreeing
first off,
with me. Okay.
well, secondly, who wants to go to Texarkana? There ain't nothing there either. You know what I mean? So you have to deal with that too. I'm looking.
How many?
at
All right,
loads they
hey,
got.
Ty,
1,
ask, how
2,
many of these
3,
could you get on
4.
a Sun Country? Can you get 5 or 3?
5, 6, 7.
I don't know. They're pretty long.
Well, I want to know why some of them are listed at
I mean,
700 and some
Ty
are
could
listed
get
at
3.
725. Okay, that makes no sense. Look
Oh,
at
Carlos sent me a pic. Let's see what we got here.
this. Okay, look. 2. So they have some of these listed, by the way, for 725. Some listed for 700. They're the exact same vehicles. Why would you do that? Look how many loads they got of them.
Wait, so what's the
Why would you do that?
what's
1,
the
2,
what's
3,
the other
4,
rate?
5,
I see
6,
720.
700.
So
There's 2 on here
700.
for 700. That 3 on here for 700, and they're exact same vehicles. I just went and looked at them.
Oh.
So why would you have? But I mean, so they've got how many sets of these? So they know that you're not fitting this many on a normal car hauler. You see that, right? Because that's why they split them up into 2 packs.
I'm gonna
1, 2,
breaking
3,
this
4,
just
5,
in here. I'm taking the
7,
screen for a
8,
second.
9,
Check
10,
this out.
11,
Look at this
12,
photo.
13,
Here,
16,
Carlos
17.
just sent in.
Yes.
He got 3 on his. Well,
his
what?
is a 5 car.
Oh, it is it now. That is a 5. There's the belly. Okay, he got 3. That looks
Yeah.
pretty good. Are these 23-foot long, Carlos? And now these
This
are
is a
what?
cab and a
That's an
half.
extended cab.
See that? Yeah, that's in
Yeah.
a cab and a half. So they might have been a little bit longer.
But are they shorter? Is that 23 feet?
I don't know.
Doesn't look
Carlos?
like 23 feet.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'd love to know the length on those, Carlos.
It doesn't look like 23, does it?
It doesn't, does it?
But it's hard to see on a trailer too. I mean, he'll know because he
I
knows how big
know,
that
right.
deck is on that very
Yeah,
first one right there,
exactly.
whether it's
Yeah.
going to fit it.
And how was the load, Carlos? Did you feel like, did you make money on that one? That's good. That's a good photo. Thanks for sharing that, Carlos. That's awesome. Sue, you can
funny.
take the screen back when you're ready.
I just got an email from Central about their transactional ratings for every driver I have after we did this. So I don't know
Ooh.
if it's because
Well, there's going to be, ask and ye shall receive. Here's the thing, is that because we do this, we're going out on a limb. We're going to get some pushback. We're going to get some, rejection to what we said. Yeah. But, I mean, the conversations need to be had. And, I could be wrong about this, sure. That's why I didn't say anything slanderous. Okay.
they were 68 cab to axle.
68 inches cab to axle, and they are long. Okay. Could have been just the way the photo looked or whatever, but
Yeah.
68 inches cab to axle.
Oh, and then I'm going to Ship.Cars now, right?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's look at
Okay.
Ship.Cars. Great. Well, it's already 1 o'clock. This show flies, man.
Let's see.
Golly. I asked you guys in the live, does this show go fast?
Loadboard.
You have to see the Groundhog today?
Okay, so they've got 1,690 listings on here. Okay. Now my question is, who's the broker on all of them? Montway.
Right.
That.
How many loads?
1,690 loads.
Okay.
Or 1,689. Someone just took one. All right, I can get rid of that. So you can also on Ship.Cars, you can bookmark them and stuff.
Okay. Oh, I like those little timers. What's the... Oh, a ship...
I think
what
that
is
means
that?
it's brand new. That's what I want to say
Really?
for the last hour. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I've never seen that before. Okay, so
I don't know if 39
See,
cents a mile is going to do it. 38?
no.
Yeah, 39
Las Vegas
cents
to
a
Memphis,
mile.
Michigan. Yeah, that's
From
not
Vegas to Memphis? Yeah, I don't think that's that great.
bad. They just listed another one. Abington, PA to San Diego, California.
37 cents a
37
mile. Well, they're always, they're thinking of the 9 car, right?
Yeah.
If you're a 9 car, I guess that's fine, right? Is it?
Oh. Usually, only time I'll take less than 50 cents a mile is if it's a pack. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree
that's-
with you. Yeah, I agree with you.
All right, so here, there's another company named Finn on here. I've never heard of Finn.
Hmm.
Click on on it.
Oh, look. Hey, I like the blue 3. Calls your attention. That's cool. Oh, this is their clickety-click, huh?
This is their clickety-click.
This isn't bad.
Here's
The
the
thing, see,
shipper.
I've always said this. One of the things I like about Ship.Cars is their tech seems kind of further along than much other tech.
So I've never heard of this company before.
It just does. It seems like, I don't know.
Oh, and here we can go to their profile. So, in the shippers, in the last 30 days, he's moved 100 to 200 cars. Why would it have that big of a... Maybe that's just what they have.
That's interesting. Super Dispatch does that too.
Number of trusted carriers, 2, in their network.
Something to think about.
Your profile document package. They haven't uploaded their packet, but I guarantee they want us to download ours. Okay, well, I was just curious about why
Those
that
windows
was
are pretty
that.
big too.
Yeah. All right, let's see who else we got on here. Montway, Finn, Montway. RCG is on here as well.
RCG.
Which probably means if they're on here, they're on Super Dispatch, they're on...
Let's go see if we can find this load on Super.
Yeah, let's do that.
I
Conway, Arkansas to Fayetteville.
just
Let's
had
go
to.
for it. Conway, Arkansas to Fayetteville.
Yeah, it is a nice rig. I can feel the huge broker fee. Who wants to play?
There we
What's the
go.
shipper paying?
There you go. There they are.
There it is. Where is it?
Right there.
RCG.
Yep. So
Oh,
they're
does
listing
it have
up-
the same load number too?
where's the-
75894A. Let's go back to Ship.Cars.
Oh, whoops, wrong one.
75894A.
Oh shit, it moved it. Okay, here we go.
Same load
Yep.
number. Huh.
Yep.
Is it the same amount and everything?
Yep. 140.
2013 Kia Sorento, $140.
Yep.
Okay.
And they do a 30 business day, but they also do a quick pay that's like, I think it's 2%. Let's see. Motley. So if we're going to compare what's all on Ship.Cars.
So hey, let's see.
mainly
Like,
Motley.
go up here. Go up again. Go back up to that in-op. See, another thing. Like, this in-op is easier to spot than a central dispatch in-op. Keep going up.
Okay, right there.
See, it's
Yes.
just right.
Yes.
I didn't have to decipher. Is that an engine? Is it a
Yeah.
skittle?
Is it enclosed? I do it
Right.
all the
What is
time.
that thing? Yeah.
Yeah. That's-
But you know,
I mean, Ship.Cars is mainly
Just
going to
one
be
man's opinion.
Montway, as we all know. So
yeah. Well, Ship.Cars and Montway are. I don't even know how to finish that sentence.
Yeah.
Sisters, brothers, cousins. Sisters, brothers,
Related.
cousins. Yeah.
So it looks like what I'm seeing on here is Montway, RCG, at Finn Company. Here's another one, My Freight World. Never heard
My
of that
Freight
one.
World, huh?
That's a new one.
Yeah.
Lee Summit, Missouri to Mesquite, Texas. That's actually a good load. It's $1.34 a mile. What's the deal with it? Let's go look. Oh, it's not ready till February 10th, it looks like.
See, look at the map. Even the map's better than, you know.
Well, it comes up automatically. If Central would do that, instead of us having to put the route and then it brings up another page, so then you got to go to the other page. This would be a whole lot easier right here.
Sue,
I know. Easy smeezy, they don't care.
you asked for too. You know, you're just too needy.
I know. I am.
What?
Montway. All right, so we can see there's only about 3 or 4 brokers that I'm seeing that are on Ship.Cars.
Makes you think that maybe somebody in sales ought to start making some phone calls.
Yeah, to have more people list. Well,
But I mean, you know, I'm
if
speculating.
you figure there's 1,600 loads that are mainly Montway, I guess that's a pretty good thing, though.
Yeah, you know.
1689 again. And this is an automatic refresh. I don't know if you noticed that. See, they just added
See,
two
I
of-
like that too. Yeah,
1691.
no, I like the watches and I
Mhm.
like the auto refresh. I think
why
much of
can't
their
Central
tech is
Dispatch do an auto refresh anyway? So we don't.
well because Sue. Now you've gone too far.
Yeah.
Because
Because they don't want to. Let's just put it that way. Anyways. Alrighty.
yeah, I'm just
Yeah. See, there we. See, I like this. This is
probably
just bringing
setting
up
up for one
new
day.
ones right now. All right. All right, where am I going next then?
All right, so wait, Central, Super, Ship.Cars, Metro, CarsArrive. Show me CarsArrive.
All right.
Because this is going to get back into my Car Global question, which I'm dying to ask.
And my biggest complaint with CarsArrive is the fact that when your insurance rolls over, it takes 3 to 4 weeks to get signed back up. It's ridiculous. All right. So anyways, I don't like their load board. And look, you can do the old search though. Look, which is not really an old search. So what's the difference? Now look at that. What's the difference?
I will say, here's what I will say.
You can put in region search. That's why.
The old CarsArrive was clunkier, but I don't know what is going on.
Well, in this, I like the old CarsArrive better than this too. But you know,
why do I feel like I'm looking at a prototype? What happened?
Well, this changed like over a year ago.
I know, but is this better?
Why do you could do all of this and it wasn't all.
Well, let's keep searching. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just
put in Dallas, Texas,
being a fuddy-duddy.
Radius.
Yeah.
All right. So it looks like they have 300 units.
Okay.
With 100-mile radius.
There are some things I've always liked. Can you do the take it now and stuff?
Yeah. I mean, you just click on view, and you do it right there. You can either book load at $295.
What's it like when you submit a bid?
Good freaking luck.
Yeah, that's okay. So, do they do between CarsArrive and Ready Auto Logistics? Which one's better?
Well, they both have their issues, so I'm not
what
sure. The issues are lately for both of them, us taking loads and somebody else has already picked them up. And that's been happening a lot.
Why is that happening?
I would say that the person, okay, so this would be my assumption. It probably didn't get moved when they said they were supposed to move it. So they call a different broker or they do it themselves and then don't contact RAT or CarsArrive and tell them they've already moved the car. Or we've actually showed up at the same time while somebody else is loading the same car that we were there to get. CarsArrive is one of those people.
Wait, are you telling me there's a dumpster fire?
Yeah. So that, and I will say this on CarsArrive, here's a problem I see on Central Dispatch. They don't post that they're in-ops until you go into their load board and then you find out it's an in-op. So anytime
is this how auto transport really works in 2023?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So I will tell you, if CarsArrive has a load on there and it's paying astronomical, better figure it's probably an in-op. When you go in, you're going to see
Does it say it's an in-op?
No, not on CarsArrive, not on Central. When you go, it doesn't. It's when you get in there and then you'll see in-op. Like, see, look, they've got in-op.
Oh, those say in-op. Okay.
Right, but not on Central. It doesn't.
Oh,
sometimes
no.
they do. Like if this is a repo yard,
well,
it'll say it right in here.
Sue, you have to decipher the skittle.
Well, there. I have noticed that lately they've been putting repo on there, so I know not to go look at it.
Oh.
So that helps.
Repo?
Rat does not.
Know, when you're playing Uno, instead of playing Skip, you play just the repo card. Okay.
And
right,
see, here's my problem with the rat loads, and Alina will back me up on this one because she has it happen to her all the time in North Carolina. They have a lot of repo yards, but they don't put it in there when you go to get that load. It just says need 24-hour notice. Well, that doesn't mean anything to me, okay? I want it to say repo yard, so I know just move along. I'm not going to go take that car, because not only are they usually repos, they want a 24-hour notice. Yes, we all know that. But most of the time they don't list that it doesn't have keys, it doesn't run a drive, and then you find that information out, right? You send them an email, or when you cancel the load, you put on there, I cannot take this car because it doesn't have keys and it's an in-op. Guess what? Because it's computer, they just go jack that thing up and put it right back on there, and they still don't put that information on there for the next person. So I'm not sure if I would say.
Wait, does that really happens too? Like, I don't
God,
know.
yeah. You know, you've had it.
I do know. Here's what's crazy, and that's one of the reasons this show exists is that I've booked loads on a load board that rhymes with cat, and then found out that it's a jack-in-the-box full of wonderful surprises.
Yeah.
I call them back and say, hey, we can't do this, but you should put it on. Please
That
add it
exists.
to the description for the next user.
Mm-hmm.
Saw the load go back on.
Nothing.
Cat. With no new information.
Well, and it's not. It gets better than that. So, like the car that I said was gone had already been picked up for CarsArrive. Not 5 minutes after I canceled it, they put it right back on the load board.
With no new information.
Well, it shouldn't have been on there. The car was already gone, picked up.
Okay,
They
that's
put it back
already
on there for the next person to get screwed over by. Yeah.
Oh my God. It doesn't even exist? That's crazy.
No.
Ty,
So
have you heard this? I thought you clicked a button, your car got there, and you still got your hair appointment done. That's not how it works?
nope.
What in the world? Who's going to pay for breakfast?
I'm gonna pay for the dry run fee. No one.
I know, Ty. Oh, I did put the repo hammer down, but I just, it was Sue. Sue was,
I just let it fly. What can I do?
Yeah, it was Sue's problem. Oh, you up to see
We're
the
both
Groundhog
voting
today?
the best load board after this.
I know, right? Are we voting for best load board? Well, and here's my question. Getting back to a question I had a long time ago. If CarsArrive is owned by Car Global, which it is, okay? Right?
Right.
Car Global owns CarsArrive. Car Global owns Backlot Cars.
Right. And Odessa owns it all, right? Or
No, now Carvana owns Odessa.
Oh, really? Okay.
So Odessa used to be part of Car Global. They went off to split to Carvana. Let me come back to it. Car Global owns CarsArrive Network. Car Global owns Backlot Cars. Are Backlot Cars on CarsArrive Network?
No.
What?
They still have their own stuff, you know what I mean?
All right. I'm just
So
asking
they
the
use Super
question.
Dispatch.
All right. Well, must be a pretty great load board. Let's see here. I'm going to take the screen black. I'm going to take the screen black. Nice job, Jay. Well, we just, we did it. We proved it once again. You can do whatever you want. Just do whatever you want. Speaking of, this is pretty funny. Just as a follow-up to our past two shows, just to hit it one more time. These are actual comments on the ATI Auto Business YouTube channel. Brian says she's lying. It isn't about the driver. They can care less about drivers. Pepsi says, imagine hiring someone, having them go through 4 days of training and 2 weeks go by and no one calls the driver or emails him or responds back to his text messages. Yeah, it shows me how well you care about the drivers. So if you want to learn more about it, go to ATI Auto Business. We are going to try to keep some auto remarketed cars out of a dumpster fire. Yes, we've proven there is a dumpster fire. And we are, for real, we were at NADA show walking around having conversations like this. I mean, why not? The dealers are shipping cars too. Dealers need to know what's going on. Well, find our live coverage at NADA, meeting lots of companies, drinking Red Bull, and having a great time. But of course, it was the dispatcher. It's always the dispatcher's fault. That's why we're going to form an army to crush those dispatchers. But, sir, I think that the load board may have broker responsibility. Go away, son. You're bothering me. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Hotshot and car haulers. I get so many texts and emails from dispatch companies. It's nice to have someone looking for loads, but there's no provisions. Anyone can dispatch. Everyone trying to get a piece of the pie. This is the best part. Everyone trying to get a piece of the pie, Sue.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're just over there eating so much pie, aren't you? Anyways, I had one offer for $200 a week and 3%. This just makes me feel like they aren't going to do anything but collect their $200 a week. Really? How much pie can you buy for $200 a week plus all the other expenses you have in life? You're just sitting around eating pie?
So they're asking for $200 plus 3%.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
Huh.
That actually... to me, that doesn't sound crazy because What I mean, if you're asking for 7 to 9%, aren't you in the ballpark anyways?
Yeah, but I'm thinking they're doing $200 a week. So if the driver's not even going out, they're at least still getting $200 a week.
And I'm with you, and which just makes it an interesting proposition.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe they've been around the block, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd never agree to anything outside of commission, says the driver. So let's read these comments. I'm a broker. I have to deal with these dispatchers every day. Most are from the former Soviet Union. There it is. As soon as I hear, hello, sir, I am from transport company, I hang up. This guy says, never pay them to find you loads. They're just looking at load boards, picking the garbage already crap that's on there, plus taking a percentage. And then you can't see the bottom guy. Bottom guy says, dispatchers is not the problem. Brokers taking $3,500 a load, posting them for $500. That's the problem. There you go. Anything to add?
Well, I doubt they're taking 3,500, but
I know. Well, that's the thing. So, of all the comments, of these 3 comments, which one's closer to reality?
Well, okay.
I mean,
top
is there
one-
anything? Yeah.
Top one has some validity to it because I deal with that too. But I don't think that makes them bad. I would love to see what it really says because it says, I'm going to give them a car to pick up the next day, and I'm going to say the odds are they're not going to pick it up the next day is probably what it says. I have had that happen.
Yeah.
And here's my other problem with those people, and I'm not sure if it's, them putting in Soviet Union. I don't
I know.
think that
It's
is
a
really
cheap shot.
Yeah. We're just
Yeah.
going to say they're people that do not know what they're doing. Because that's what I'm going to put them in that category, because they do, like, we've called them and said, where's your driver at? Well, I don't know what driver.
Well, and here's the thing is,
No,
so
that kinda
so if this was a dealer post and somebody said they're just a bunch of smelly drivers,
Right.
you wouldn't get upset at that?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I would, because I've
Of
had it
course you
happen.
would.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you need to go in? I mean, I guess saying, not calling them stinking Ruskies, I guess that was
Yeah.
nicer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that doesn't necessarily mean them. It could be anybody who doesn't know what they're doing, and that's the problem. Now the next one I don't agree with, because we're not just sitting here trying to pick off the cheapest crap possible.
This is the crowd that wants to make dispatchers illegal.
Right.
They just don't like dispatchers.
Right.
I
And
don't
you're
know
never going to
why.
change their mind.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
that's all there is to it. They
There's
don't
no
wanna pay
point in
anybody.
trying.
No.
So, which is what we're not here trying to change. We're just
No.
sharing part of the Stone Age that, is auto
Yeah.
transport. Welcome to
Yeah. And it's the same thing on the last
1240
comment.
AD BC. I don't know.
I know there's brokers
Whatever.
out there that take too much, but I don't think that's necessarily the normal thing that happens for how much a broker takes. I know they don't take no $3,500, post them for
I mean,
$5.
there are folks still walking around demanding respect, not learning anything, just demanding respect.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let me know how that works out. I don't know, but it's still a thing, and that's why we say, welcome to Bachelorette Truck Stop every Thursdays at noon. Give a rose to your favorite dispatcher. We can play the game. It was a lot of NADA stuff. Here, I'll tell you what. I'll just kind of go through it real quick. How many square feet of exhibit booths were at NADA Show 2023? This thing is, I think Mid-America Truck Show.
It was 600,000 square feet.
Isn't that
Holy crap.
crazy?
That's insane.
That is insane. That's
Wow.
how big the expo is at NADA.
Wow.
Yeah. 600 freaking thousand square feet. Here's one for you. What's the appropriate carrier pay to ship a 2022 Jeep Cherokee open carrier? So Angels Camp, California to Camp Denison, Ohio.
I have no clue where those places are.
I know, right?
Well, it's either way. It's from California, and I don't know where Camp Denison is. I'm gonna guess and say that Angels Camp might be LA, but I don't know for sure. I
Well,
would think in the
and
1360 range.
While she's
but-
pondering, man, that's the thing. Devin, how did somebody without any trucks get the deal and you have a truck and or trucks, and you don't have the deal. That's what you want to ask yourself. Oh, Gino's got 1170.
I think he's probably right, but I think it should be 1360, but we'll see what happens.
Why not 1500?
Because there's no chance in hell it says 1500.
Artie's got 1500. John Larrick's got 1170. All right, well, let's see what we got here.
Oh my God.
Oh, what? It is 1500. Yeah, but do you think that's real?
No.
All right, question.
Let's see. It's over by
I know.
below Sacramento.
I've actually been to Angels Camp. There's
Have you?
nothing near it.
Okay, then maybe then. And then it's
Nothing.
going to a place that's right south of Columbus, so it's got to be closer to maybe Dayton or something like that. It's 2325 in miles.
You know, once you start driving around to make all your pickups, you're probably still at 38 cents a mile.
Yeah, even with $1,500.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem. Question 3. How many exhibit booths were at NADA Show 2023? 600,000 square feet. How many booths?
It's got to be 500 if it was 600,000 square feet.
600,000 square feet. And, I mean, these are big freaking booths. Some of them are double-decker. We actually met a guy that designs and builds them, and then they pack them up, and they can be reused and stuff. Insane. I can't imagine how much money goes into a double-decker booth. So, the answer is, yeah, 500. Now, we were live 2 days, and we met live under 20 booths. Even all the time that... Oh, thanks, DDD. That's awesome. I appreciate that because, you know, I can't... You up to see the Groundhog? I can't tell sometimes, are we just so far off the rails it's unfair, or are we being informative? So I appreciate that. Because, you know, there's somebody that thinks we've been unfair today.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
we? Have we been unfair today?
No, I don't. I mean, we're just pointing out stuff. So, I mean, I don't know if we've been really bad.
All right, good. Yeah, I don't think we've been that bad. But, okay, so in the 2+ days that Ty was there, he probably talked to people at, let's ask him, Ty, how many booths do you think you got to visit, like engage with, at NADA Show 2023? Is it 50, 100, 250, or 500? It might be 50.
I'm sure.
Which is why I ask, is 2 to 3 days enough?
Not if there's 500 booths, no.
No. Exactly. Have you been to like Mid-America Truck Show or Great American Truck Show?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh. You should go to one. Now, GAT's Great American Truck, I think it's Great American, is in, I think it's Dallas. And Matt's Mid-America Truck Show is it Louisville?
Yeah, it's in Kentucky, I thought, because one of our guys used to go to it every year.
And it's in the spring. And you know, after COVID, that place should be going crazy. You know what I mean? After COVID. Yeah, that was...
Ty said maybe 50.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe
Yeah.
50. All right, cool. Right. Plus, Cox Automotive City is its own 50 or whatever. Seriously. Cox Automotive City, they don't call it that. I mean, we do. But it is a giant city of booths. Cox Automotive City takes up probably 15% of the whole space.
Wow.
It could be 20. Yeah, I don't know. And then if you think of all the companies that have taken their money, it's probably 40. I mean, like we can actually name a company that probably got a giant cash influx from a Cox Automotive City company. Speculation live. Allegedly. As if the hand gestures are going to get you out of trouble, Jay. All right, here we go. What is the appropriate carrier pay to ship a running 2020 Ford F-250 on an open carrier from Houston, Texas to Fort Campbell, Kentucky? $380, $560, $770, $950. If you can't beat them, join them. And if you can't do that, buy them.
I'm going to say 770. Because Houston is so cheap.
Yeah, but do you think Houston's going to pay $770 for a Ford F-250?
I think I did. I think I put one on there for $750 going to Fort Campbell
Yeah,
area.
but don't you have a conscience?
Well, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Good point.
John says 770. Gina says 770 as opposed to 950. Elena's got 770. All right. See, I'm thinking it's going to be listed as cheap as 560. But let's see what we got here. Here we go. Oh, it's 770. Oh, thank goodness.
But you're right. That's not typical. You probably wouldn't see that on there.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, right? It might be. And if it is posted for 770, bang, that sucker's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says it's 774 miles, which that's $1 a mile. So that's cool.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
Larry Steigers. Have you seen Larry Steigers?
No. Who's that?
He's a guy that posts trucks coming out of Texas.
Uh-huh.
They always pay great. Me and Don used to be. We'd be talking. We'd be like, yeah, so let's do this, and maybe we get a couple. And if you see anything from Steigers, grab it.
I remember you talking about him like a
Larry
year or so ago.
Steigers.
I've never
I think
seen
he's
him
in
on here,
Kentucky. Oh man, that's so funny. Jay, put my number in the live chat for Dee Dee. Oh, awesome. Well, that's great. Yeah, so here is, you can call or text Ty, 417-483-2764, and you can send in photos, articles, whatever you want, autotransportintel@gmail.com. Awesome. Thanks, Ty. Yeah, Larry Steigers. Yeah, I don't know if he's, I don't even know what he did with all these trucks. Here we go, question 5. How much time did ATI go live at NADA 2023? Is it 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 3 hours, 4.5 hours?
Well, it's either 1.5 or 3. So
Yeah?
sometimes you guys get to talking. So it could be 3.
ATI live at NADA. I'm going to put the Saturday show link. Oh my gosh. Saturday's show is so cool. Friday was good, but Saturday was incredible.
So
In total, we did 4.5 hours.
Wow.
We did 2 hours on Friday, 2.5 hours on Saturday. I put the link to Saturday. Yeah, it's longer, but man, do not miss the video description. You can go click on the video. You can go look in the description, see all the people we talked to. I mean, and start it anywhere. I think there's even a moment in there where it says like random live hallway coverage. It's awesome. I mean, I love what we're doing so much at these shows. It's so great. And I know everybody thinks that, but we'll watch other people's stuff. No, man. There ain't nothing like ATI live coverage. So, Ty, thank you so much for what you do. Ty is so good. When he gets going live, oh man, it's just amazing. And he talks to, he talked to a lady guarding the doors to the exit. Nobody does that. He talked to, we met the guy that builds dealerships. Nobody talks to, we met the guy that builds the booths. And we also talked to a guy that he makes those decal sticker logo emblems that dealerships put on cars.
Oh.
Called the Decal Factory. We're gonna have him on a Friday show in the future. It's awesome. Great job, Ty. Send in your comments. autotransportintel@gmail.com. If you're looking at this, you're looking at an ATI podcast, I'd listen. Great way to absorb all this crazy information on ATI auto business. Yes, call or text Ty 417-483-2764. Got a question? Don't Don't stay up all night guessing. Talk to Ty. And check this out. Tomorrow on Cars on the Move, Ship Africa. This guy is amazing. Ubong Aquere. He is the creator of this shipping portal. He's going to give us a demo. Ocean vessel export, car shipping. You will not believe how smart this guy is, what a cool product he built, and he's live tomorrow on Cars on the Move. Super excited. It's awesome. He even put together this. I didn't do that. Yeah, he's a really innovative guy. That's going to be an awesome show. That's tomorrow. It's the Car Shipping Business Channel. My name is Jay. I'm your host. Sue is my co-host, and isn't she lovely? You up to see the Groundhog? Let's see here. We'll finish the show with some great quotes. If you haven't seen Groundhog's Day, the movie, you really do want to see it. Let's see here. Let's see. What's Phil say? This was one time where television really fails to capture the true excitement of a large squirrel predicting the weather. Well, what if there is no tomorrow? There wasn't one today. Phew. Watch out for that stir step. It's a doozy. Oh my God, I love that. Don't drive angry. Don't drive angry, he says to the... Yeah. Ned the head, the needle-nosed Ned, is some of the funniest stuff. Phil Connors? I thought that was you. Oh my gosh. Now don't tell me you don't remember me, because I sure as heck if I remember you. Oh man. Alright, well that's... Okay, campers, rise and shine, and don't forget your booties, because it's cold outside. That's right, it's cold out there every day. Don't mess with me, pork chop. What day is this? Ned Ryerson? Needle-nosed Ned the head. Come on, buddy. Oh, man. You got to check out Groundhog's Day. This is the day of the year. Watch it again and relive the deja vu. I actually like deja vu, especially with the side of chicken gravy. Did you guys hear Sue's little psst? All right, we got anything else? Oh, Nick had 770. Cool. Nick Graham is here with us. Gino Russo's here with us. Anything to cover before we end this? Before we land this plane? Oh, hey Sue, you had a couple things. What was going on with your digital mobile app? And the broker said you got to use the app, but they weren't specific. And then you, what was that story? Loser. Oh crap, did I? You know what I did? I ended the meeting. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, hang on one second, Sue. Let's see here. Oh, that's so funny. Was I just wrapping up this show before it was even over? No, we gotta bring her. It's Groundhog's Day. We gotta bring her back. We got to say goodbye to her properly. That was crazy. All right, Sue, hang on. She's in the... Jay, I think you shut me off. All right, here comes a new invite, Sue. Please join me. I was reading the Groundhog stuff, and I went crazy, and maybe that was how... She was probably in the middle of saying something to me, and then... and then she was gone. So she'll be back. What I want to know is, Sue, you had two more stories, and then we'll wrap this up. One was about... a broker said you got to use our app or, I don't know, digital document. And then another broker had dispatchers that you really wanted to say something about. Let's see if she's back up in here. Sue, look for a Zoom meeting invite. Or we'll just save it for next time. You know, I'm on pins and needles here. All right. Maybe, are we saying goodbye? Maybe. Check your email. Let's try it again. And I do have a 2 o'clock meeting, so maybe I just... That's a weird way to end Groundhog's Day episode. And the link I said is invalid, so... Alright. Alright, Sue. Sorry for the invalid link. We'll talk with you all next week. Everybody say goodbye, Sue. All right, everybody say goodbye, Sue. Oh, wait, here she is. Is she back? Check, check. Can you hear me?
I'm back.
I know, that's crazy. Before we say goodbye, Sue, hey, do me a favor. Tell your story. What was going on with the broker with like a digital dispatch or an app or an...
Oh, yeah.
What's that story?
So that's I don't consider them a huge broker. I think you do. You guys talk about them a lot, but anyways, so I got a load from them and they're only wanting us to use their app, right? So they send me this thing for my driver. They send it to me too. And it says on there, go to the Play Store, and it says the company name. So I go to the Play Store. There's nothing there. I'm like, what are they talking about? It's not underneath this. So I call them back. And the guy goes, oh, no, the app name is, I think it was called like, what, Driver's Way or Driver, something like that, okay? Nowhere in the email that they sent you to go to the Play Store does it say that. So how the hell are we supposed to figure that out if you don't give us the proper information? And then we got to call back 3 times, by the way, because it wouldn't work either once we did find the app and finally get it to work, because they said, well, it comes with the password. You can change the password or make your own. Well, you go in there and there's no way. It doesn't come with a password. You try to reset the password. It took 3 or 4 times for us to finally get the emails for the reset of the password. So anyways, my thing is, if you want us to use an app, make sure you send over the right email that says what the app is under. Right? I mean, that's only right.
Well, yeah. And why is the client, does the client not know that this app isn't great?
Oh, I'm sure they don't. Why would they know? They're not going to tell them. You know what I mean?
Oh, sounds like a dumpster fire. All right, you have one more story. There was a broker and you wanted to say something about their dispatching department. What happened there? Do you remember this?
No.
You said, blankety blank, we need to talk about blankety blank and their crappy effed up dispatchers. This was
and I didn't
a
give
couple
you a
weeks
hint.
ago.
Oh, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that's what we were talking about was the one we did last week with Metro and their dispatchers. It wasn't that one?
Well, that's the good news. It's a different broker.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah, I know. Big news flash. Many large brokerages have crappy, messed up dispatch departments. And maybe this is why carriers hate dispatchers. This one's for Ty then. Sue.
Okay.
These dispatch departments that are messed up. We already know there's a carrier vetting problem.
Right.
What are these dispatch departments doing so wrong so quickly? What is it?
Well, first off, we all know that these dispatchers for these brokers have never actually been in the field doing what we're doing every single day, right? So that's the number one thing. So they do not understand the difficulty of, us trying to get a hold of them to answer the phone, to fix a problem, because they never do fix the problem. Usually it's us that fixes the problem, or we just walk away, right? So when they're trained, they're just trained as like anybody else. Come into your office, you're dispatching a car, you're answering a question, but they're not trained about really what's going out there in the world when these people are out there. I would find it hard to believe that they do that. They need to hire people like us that deal with the transporters and deal with the brokers so they can see both sides of it and not just automatically assume it's the transporter's fault or the transporter's a dumbass, or you know how they think. I know how they think. So I think they need to be trained better. And that goes for every major broker out there. I think the little brokers are different. I think they understand it better. Either they've been in business longer. I'm talking about like people like LMR and stuff like that. They're a smaller brokerage. Lone Star Trucking, they're a smaller brokerage. They're not dealing with thousands of loads every day like Metro is or Montway is or something like that. So they are more personable is the only way, I guess, to put it. They get it. Whereas when you have Metro, how many people they got working there? They hire somebody off the streets, they bring them in and say, okay, this is your job. But they don't really understand the workings of the whole layout of it. Does that make sense?
Well, it does. And actually, this is actually really good stuff because let's say you actually care and you want to fix these problems.
Hmm.
What do you think would be? I mean, number one, does a training program exist to actually fix these problems?
Yeah, there's a question. Do they really have something like that? I don't know. I don't
Like,
know even
let's
know
say,
what their training
let's
is, you
say
know?
ATI developed such a training, because we actually are developing different programs. If
Hmm.
we developed a dispatcher training program for, let's say, brokerages or
Hmm.
dealerships, um, how would we even just begin orientation? Listen, uh, day one, everybody needs to jump in this truck and take a ride with Carlos to see what his
Yeah,
day is like. Right?
honestly, or
Put your
even
pencils down.
yeah,
Let's take a ride. Okay.
and show how a car gets loaded, and unloaded. Because I don't think they understand that either. Because like if you have a Corvette, you want to make sure you have the right trailer and the right ramps, and you wouldn't dispatch to certain companies if you knew that because of the ground effects or something like that. Because you know how many times I have a Corvette or I've got something low. The first thing I ask the transporter is, how long are your ramps? Can you handle something like this? I can't have it scraped, that kind of thing. I guarantee you they're not trained on any of that. And as far as I know, is Metro is almost you push a button and they just send the load out too, usually, unless there's something wonky with it. You don't hear from them. Like this is the only time we hear from Metro is if the load is like can't be picked up on that day because it needs a 24-hour notice, or it can't be delivered on the day you're asking for it because they're not going to be in town or something like that. The rest of the time they just, I think, push the button through. As long as you're a good carrier, you're getting that load.
Can you imagine what would happen if dispatchers at brokerages actually spent 2 days with a driver to see what they're going through?
I think it would at least
That'd
give them
be
some empathy.
incredible.
Yeah. Because I think they just think it's
I
no big
agree
deal
with
to
you.
go out there.
No, it is. It's
Try going out there in 110-degree weather and loading a car, sweating your balls
I'm,
off. You know what I
oh
mean?
my god! So yeah, because what I'm guessing is, okay, here we got your resume here, and it says that you've, I don't know, went to MIT and nobody else would hire you, and you worked at Taco Bell, and so you'll do $11 an hour. Okay, great. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set you down at a phone, and you're not gonna take any shit, and you're going to press these buttons and dispatch this paperwork, and and we're going to work you to death. Okay? All
Yeah.
right, cool. Yeah. There's your desk. Here's your phone. Get to work.
Well, okay, so I'll give you an example. Okay, so as we all know, Metro, Certus, whatever, used to be McNutt, and they used to be based out nearby where I'm at, about an hour and a half away. So say those people, when McNutt was running it, you talk to them. I knew them like personally. They would tell you stories. They knew you. They liked you. They did anything to help you. Okay, when it got bought out and went to a Certus up in St. Louis, like if you called to cancel a load, they ran you down the block and wanted to know exactly every detail. And immediately assumed you're lying. And they want, I wanted this, that, and the other thing. And there was just a couple guys over there that were just so rude and nasty whenever you called to cancel. I've noticed, I don't know if everybody else does, they don't care anymore. You just put in there what's going on. Sure, we'll remove you from the load. There's no questions asked. That tells you the difference between
It's
now
funny.
and then.
It's funny you say that, because just listening to my little reenactment there seemed absolutely crazy, but it was. If you tried to cancel a load, it was Gestapo time.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Seriously, I mean,
like shoving it down your throat.
Would
They were
ask
wanting to know everything.
It was like wow wow.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow.
And
Okay, so that's
what's
gotten
sad.
better.
You shouldn't be. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's totally better for them. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some of the smaller brokers that still do that. They want pictures of where your driver's at, what's broken down, what's. So I've literally had them say, "I want the bill
where you are."
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I want
so
I want to
funny.
see the bill when you get fixed, so I don't give you a negative and
Okay.
stuff like that. I mean, there's
Yeah.
crazy that still happens, but
Yeah.
it's not through the bigger brokers any longer. It's like this is what I think is going on with the bigger brokers. They got so many loads, just move on. You know what I mean? They're going to put it back on there. They're going to get somebody else. It's no big deal.
Well, that's right. That's why I say if you go to McDonald's and you got a problem with your fries,
Yeah.
they're just going to go, all right, well, yeah, here's some more fries. Keep the
Yep.
ones you got.
Moving on.
Have a good day.
Yeah. Exactly.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, no, but this is really good stuff. I mean, I really think that one of the things we should also do between all the Yelps is try to help create what does better dispatcher training look like in your organization.
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
And
they
it
need
fits-
somebody like me or somebody to come and train these people.
Well,
You
and
know?
that fits right in with what Ty and I have been saying, because we've been talking about different angles of fixing problems. And so, all right, cool, we're on to something. All right, cool, you heard it here live. Meanwhile, thank you very much.
So
There
didn't
yeah.
you say that Montway is now starting their own dispatch company? I swear you told me that a couple weeks ago.
No. Well, I read a news article that they're merging with Auction Direct Transport.
Right, but I swear that we heard something about Montway
Creating their
doing
own
dispatching.
Dispatch company? Why do I not remember that?
No, that's
Is that
not-
real? I don't remember.
I don't know.
that.
I swear that's what you said something about it. Maybe I misunderstood.
Okay.
But I mean, if they were going to do that,
We should rewind the tape
they
I don't-
definitely need someone
where they throw it on the
that's been doing
coach's
this
flag.
for a long time
Let's take a look
to
at the tape.
train their people.
I don't
So,
remember.
Maybe I misunderstood what we were talking
Yeah,
about.
I don't
I knew about the
remember that
auction direct, but I
being
swear
a
you
thing.
said something about they were thinking about getting into it or something,
Hmm.
which is scary. But anyways,
I don't think so.
oh,
Well, don't they have their own dispatch department anyways? I
Well,
was
mean,
going to
for their
ask
own
you about.
loads.
Well, I was going to ask you, are they still doing the VIP loads?
Yeah, I
They
don't
are.
see them. I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah, they still do the VIP loads, which
Okay.
is ridiculous. But yeah,
But that's great for. That's a genius marketing move.
what, the VIP loads?
Yeah.
Well, you mean for selling it to a customer? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, yeah. Well, yeah, we can ship your car, or come here, make you a VIP, huh? Huh?
And we'll charge you
Who wants a
$100 more.
cigar? It's
And not let the driver
genius.
talk to you at all.
God.
I guess that's what they consider VIP is the driver
Well-
does not talk to the customer at pickup or delivery at all.
Well-
Only them.
That's right. Well, what I might have said is I think they're going through changes. I think there's been a changing of the guard.
Could be.
Ty and I have yeah, there are changes. And here's the thing, newsflash, I think there are changes happening in every company except
Oh,
for
yeah.
a few.
Yeah.
Like, Raw Cat and all that. But
Well, I think they're gonna have to. Everybody's gonna have to change. We're going in.
well, they are.
mean,
There's been a
it's-
lot of changes.
Yeah,
But
I
but
mean-
one of the negative changes is you got to use this certain crappy app.
Right.
That's a Like,
yeah.
yeah. And-
Everybody's making us use apps, and all the drivers
Yeah.
are pissed off. I don't blame them. Who has the time to go switching back and forth to all these different apps?
Well, and this is where Super Dispatch has some ammunition. Like, hey,
Just yeah.
do you really need all these different crappy apps?
Yeah.
All the carriers already like us,
Right. Well, and see,
right?
MetroLogistics agreed, and I don't know if that's still the case, but they agreed to use Super Dispatch. Remember, like 2-3 years ago, that was the deal. So
Oh,
did CarsArrive.
Did they walk back on that one?
I don't know. They
Oh.
keep wanting us to use that stupid Venlocity thing, and I don't want to use it. So
Dude,
I'm still
Velocity's amazing.
using- Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
What- I've never used it.
moving on.
Pass. Well, what about car haul or
CarsArrive.
vehicle? Yeah, vehicle.
Oh, vehicle. Was that what the one that they're trying to get people to switch to? Is that
Yeah.
vehicle? Yeah.
Did
no.
anybody? Here's a question: did anybody switch to vehicle? We'll have it. Let's do. Here's an open invite. If you switch to vehicle and you love it,
Let us
we'll
know.
give you a free show. Thursday, Friday, or Tuesday. Look at them all lined up. Somebody at that company right now is thinking, I think I've had it with this guy.
Well, it's the same thing. I mean, like Holly's app doesn't work half the damn time. I mean, how are you supposed to
Really?
use these apps? Yeah, if you're not like
Oh, United
standing in the right
United
spot,
Road's like, no.
they know it.
Yeah.
They know it.
They
Just
know
like
it?
They know it, and they know like when you go to their load board and everything, you got to go back in time to take a load because
They go
the
back in
dates
time.
never work. You
You
know?
ever see the Groundhog?
Yeah, well, because I mean, it's true. You go on there and it says you
I know.
cannot put a date in there past, let's say, 5
Artie's
days
right.
before or
You know, it's-
a week before.
You know, it's funny, Artie, if you hang on to the end, You get the really, it's like sticking around for the end of the, when they're finished making the desserts and you get to lick the bowl. Yeah, dude. Licking the bowl on Dispatching Live.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know about CarsArrive. I know I've had a lot of drivers don't like to use theirs either. I mean, the rat one, here's my problem with the rat one. And we've had this happen. I've had the drivers use them, and then all of a sudden that load disappears. We never did it, they said. Really? Because I've got the load sheet, and then they're like, well, no, you never did this load. Well, I have the load sheet. I used the app. Well, we don't show it on your records. I'm like, well, we did it, and thank God we used Super Dispatch besides. You know
Well,
what I mean?
it's funny you say that, because it's not only was the app crappy before pickup, and it was crappy during pickup, but it totally sucks afterward for record keeping.
Yes.
I mean, all around, that is just a suck fest.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Right.
Why?
And I hate-
Because we talked some customer into it at some,
and they want,
over
and I hate
concert
asking
tickets.
my
It's
drivers
stupid.
to use both apps. So,
Totally.
But I sometimes make them do it just because I don't want to have a problem. You know what I mean?
Do you want to be able to manage your business 6 months later?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the ad campaign.
Well, and here's the thing. I don't think they understand.
Crazy.
By using Super Dispatch, we have a record of everything we've done from the beginning of time. That includes, BOLs, invoices, whether it was paid or not. We can go in there and figure out what the driver made for the whole year, what he made for the month. There's all this stuff in Super Dispatch that is fantastic for the transporter. I realize it doesn't help them, but it sure as hell helps us. And also, same thing. You can go in there on RAT. I know, here's the thing. On RAT, I don't know if everybody knows this, but they list what your loads are. Guess what? A couple of my loads weren't in their listing. So it's not like you can go back there and go, okay, this is what I made from RAT, because it doesn't all list it. So at least if you have one central place like Super Dispatch, you've got everything right there at your fingertips.
Wow. Throwing down some serious information here. I'll tell you what, I gotta run because I've already got somebody in my next Zoom meeting. This has been awesome. I'm so glad we found a way to bring you back. Right, at this point, people are like, is he
It's the
serious? Is he
Groundhog.
kidding? I don't even know anymore. You have to see the Groundhog? All right. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us in the live chat for Groundhog's Day. Love Groundhog's Day. Have a good rest of your day. Watch the movie. Super Andrew is here. Hey, glad you find our platform fantastic.
You know I love you guys.
There you go. There you go. Sue, thanks for everything you do, all the information and the sharing and the caring, and the empathy, compassion, and more.
No problem.
Wow.
That's what I'm here for.
It's awesome. It's really awesome. I love what we do here. Ty, thanks for jumping in. Everybody in the live chat. All right, office, what do we say?
What do we say, Office? Goodbye, Sue.
Goodbye, Sue. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much. Please do join us tomorrow. Ship Africa Ocean Shipping Portal Demo. We'll see you soon. Thanks, everybody. Take care.
All right, see ya.
All right, bye.